So let's see what the Peardeck add-on can do. One type of slide you can insert into your slide deck is a draggable slide. With draggable slides, you can have students indicate how they're feeling on a particular topic. In this case, I'm eager to learn new digital tools. You could use it as a continuum, where the dot can be dragged to show how much students know. There's not just a blue dot. I selected an orange thumbs up for this or that, or would you rather? Would I rather chaperone prom or proctor the SAT? Gosh, that's a tough choice for me. Now you can use other icons and in different ways as well. Each student's response will show individually, and you can review those responses either in the moment or after the lesson. Here you can see I put my star where the visitor center is located and a flag at the post office. Now, in addition to draggable slides, there's text response opportunities for students to type in an answer. The bell ringer is a return to yesterday's essential question. Might give students a few minutes to think about and review their notes from the prior lesson and then respond. These responses can be displayed so that you can review them and the whole class can see, but they will be anonymous when displayed on the screen. You can see each student's responses from your own computer. Maybe you would like students to respond with text in regards to a timeline. Do you remember the significance of each of these dates on the calendar? There are also drawing slides. Now, while you might think about drawing slides as a way to draw a picture, the tools that are there will help students to annotate passages of text. Take a look at this. Students can circle key terms. They can underline main ideas. There are various tools. So as you can see, there's a line tool. Students can select a color. I've asked underlining to be in blue. And then use the tool to create a line that's straight. Now, perhaps you'd rather do some freestyling. You can change the weight or the thickness of your pen. So I'm choosing a fine point. And this was going to be circling key terms in orange. And so I'm going to go ahead and circle a key term. You'll see it's not quite as smooth because I'm freehanding. But that's using a drawing slide. Again, you can have students use whichever tools you prefer to respond to the questions that you create. So check for understanding, quick little formative assessment. Perhaps you need students to graph. They can use the drawing tools on a graph slide. You just put in your graph, put in the question, have students give them time to consider their answer, and then they can draw it directly on the graph using either that freehand tool or the line. What about connecting the dots? Draw a line from each of the images to their location on a map. All right, so let's try it. Simple enough. You can also have students use the text tool on a drawing slide. So while this is a drawing slide like we were just working on, using the text tool will allow students to label the lobes of the brain or any other model or diagram that you choose. What about critical thinking? Having students doing persuasive writing, perhaps they need to consider both their point of view and another's. Again, use the text tool, select the size that they want their font to show up. They're going to put their cursor right in and they can type. It gives them a lot of room to say what they would like to say, and then switch to the other point of view. What might someone who disagrees with them believe? Perhaps you want students to do thinking maps. So how might I incorporate Peardeck Slides? Well, let's see. I could use them as a bell ringer. Make that font a little bit larger. I could use Peardeck Slides to check for understanding. What are some other ideas you have for adding Peardeck Slides? So now's your chance. Take this opportunity to start inserting Peardeck Slides into an existing Google slide deck, or just start with a new slide deck. Open the Peardeck add-on and insert a few slides to see how they work.